guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for watching the last two videos. I got a lot of really good response from them and a lot of new subscribers, so thank you so much for continuing to follow me along on this journey. Today's video, I really want to talk to you about the gear that I shoot with. Probably the most commonly asked question that clients ask me and other photographers ask me is what I shoot with. So I want to tell you guys about that today. This is a couple of shots that I took of all the gear that I currently use, and I did a funny little voiceover on top of it as well. Actually, it's not very funny, but, well, you'll see. So this is all the equipment that I currently shoot with. You'll notice that I have 3 different lenses, 3 different flashes, 2 adjustments, 1 backup camera, and 2 walkie-talkies. And my camera, of course. The first bag is one of my favorites. It's great on the go and it holds lots of equipment. The second bag I really like to use for traveling. It allows me to hold more when I have to go somewhere further than just a couple blocks down the road. This bag is also an airport-friendly bag, meaning that its measurements perfectly fit in overhead compartments or underneath a standard airplane seat. The last bag is called the shoot sack. I usually only carry it at weddings during the ceremony because it can only hold my lenses. So I know that we kind of did a little pan on the floor over here, and my voice probably wasn't that exciting after all, but I just wanted to show you guys a couple of these things up close and tell you a little bit more about them in detail. I want to first start with the flashes that I use. I use a brand called Youngnuo, and they have 4 different versions of this lens, but this is the newest one. This is the 4, and I really like this lens because it has a lot of power, but it's also really intuitive. I don't know if you can see kind of I don't want to mess up my focus, so I'm not going to show anything up close. I'm still trying to figure out all the kinks to these videos. Basically, it's super intuitive. The buttons are really easy to use. It's basically a power up, power down kind of thing. But the best thing about these flashes is that there's a trigger and a receiver built into them wirelessly. Now, if you don't know what that means, a trigger means, what does a trigger mean? Trigger. No. Okay. A trigger, by definition, well, there's a lot of definitions, but in this case, is something that causes a device to function, so it activates or sets off. I really like synonyms, but that's going to set off another function that's built into this flash, the receiver. So anything that the trigger says, the receiver picks up and the flashes fire together. So I have 2 flashes here. We're going to turn them on. Are they dead? Hold on. There it is, okay. Did you hear it? But I can put this one on trigger and this one on receiver. And I know that it's really bright out here, but maybe you guys can see this. So this is the trigger and this is the receiver. So that means I can have this flash on a stand far away from me and this flash on my camera. I typically like to use a 2 to 3 light stand setup with 1 flash on my camera. So let me see if you can see this. I don't know if that's happening. Okay, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Woo! That was really bright. The next thing is my camera. This is the camera that I shoot with. It has an 85mm lens on it. It's a 1.8. And again, it is a Nikon D610. I really like this camera. The only thing that I would say about this camera is that it's a little hard to shoot in low lighting. But I really love this camera. I love all the specs about this camera. I'm not going to go into all the details of it because that's just going to bore you. But just know, I love my camera. The last thing that's in my bag that I want to talk to you guys about are these 2 attachments. So I mentioned them in the little video flyby thing that we did in the beginning. No. Hello?
authorized representative to verify your listing. Press 7 to be removed from this listing.
7!
Thank you.
Does that happen to anyone else? Because that happens to me like 2 or 3 times a day and it's really annoying. Okay, so these 2 adjustments, I started off using this one and I switched to this one because it's a lot better. This one screws onto the front of my lenses so that I can get tight ring shots. The macro lenses that you can get are super expensive and this was 30 bucks and it works just fine. So I screw it onto the top of the lenses and that allows me to get about this close, like really close, like so close, really close. And this one attaches to the camera first and then you put the lens on top of it, but it does the exact same thing, but to me, I think it gets a little bit sharper images. The last thing, this is the strap that I use. A lot of times people get these cameras and they use the strap like this and they take their pictures. I hate this for a multitude of reasons. I think the biggest reason that I hate this is because it pushes my hair down. If I'm just being honest, I hate that. And then I have to put my hair up and I hate putting my hair up. So I look stupid. I just hit myself in the face. But you can screw this into the bottom and then you put this over your head and over one shoulder so that it's like a crossbody. You can screw this little lock thing up so that it doesn't open, and I was definitely at a wedding where it opened and my camera flew off of it. Not fun. So that's the strap. Really quick before I go, I have some really exciting news that I've been sitting on for like 3 weeks. A few weeks ago, I was part of this styled shoot called Southern Jewels. I haven't shared many of the pictures yet, so if anybody's watching this and are wondering where the pictures are, I haven't shared any yet because of the news that I'm about to tell you right now. The rules were to submit to non-exclusive publications. I did that. I followed the rules. I submitted, it got accepted right away. Yay! But long story short, they want to put it in print too. Come September of this year, my pictures are going to be in print, which is just so awesome. So I'm really excited to share that feature with you guys. I can't tell you the name of the publication yet because they asked me not to. I really want to tell you what it is, but I don't want to get in trouble. So that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching and tuning in. Please like and subscribe to me down here at the bottom. Share this video with anybody who you think would benefit from watching it. I love you guys and I'll see you next week. Bye!